Picture opening an old magazine or a gallery online and suddenly stopping at one set of photos. Senta Berger is standing there in a tiny G-string, posing with calm eyes and elegant posture. The headline says the photos leave little to imagination, and you can feel why people say that. But if you stay with me till the very end of this video, you will see that these images are not just about showing skin. They are part of the journey of a woman who balanced beauty, talent, and class in a business that often forgets the word respect. Senta Berger has always carried herself with a special kind of grace. Even in her most daring photos, there is something refined about the way she stands, moves, and looks at the camera. She never seemed like someone playing dress-up. She looked like a woman who understood exactly what she was doing. So when those G-string photos were taken, they were not an accident or a moment of weakness. They were a clear choice, made in a time when bold images could launch a career, define a film, or change how the public saw you. In those photos, what really pulls you in is not just the tiny piece of fabric. It is the expression on her face. She does not look unsure or embarrassed. She looks calm, aware, and in control. She knows the camera is capturing every line of her body, but she also knows that she is more than that. Behind the pose is a trained actress, a disciplined professional, and a person who has thought carefully about what she is willing to show and why. The G-string becomes part of the costume, part of the story, not the full story by itself. Still, the world is quick to hang on to simple phrases. Leave little to imagination is an easy line to repeat. It makes people curious, maybe a little shocked, and it keeps her name alive in gossip and memory. But it also risks shrinking her to only that. People forget the many roles she played, the work she did off-screen, and the life she built away from the flash of cameras. They act like one set of photos defines a whole lifetime. That is why it is so important to look deeper. Senta worked hard to build a serious career. She did not rely only on looks. She chose roles that gave her room to act, to show emotion, and to bring intelligence to the screen. She moved through different styles of film, worked with many people, and earned respect not only for her beauty but for her skill. The G-string photos may be loud and bright in memory, but they sit on top of a much bigger foundation of craft and discipline. When you think of her this way, the photos start to look different. They become a small piece of a large painting. There is also another side to this story. Being known for such daring pictures brings constant attention, and not all of it is kind. Some people judge. Some make jokes. Some talk as if a woman loses her right to be taken seriously once she shows too much. But Senta's life and choices quietly answer that idea. She showed that you can be bold and still be respected, that you can wear a G-string in one moment and deliver a deep, moving performance in the next. She refused to be only one thing. If you are still watching now, you understand that leave little to imagination is just the surface. The truth is, there is a lot to imagine when you think of Senta Berger. You can imagine the long hours on set, the pressure of the industry, the courage it takes to say yes to a risky shoot, and the strength it takes to keep your dignity when the world wants to turn you into a simple picture. She walked through all of that and still stands as a symbol of style, talent, and self-control. If you enjoyed going beyond the headline and seeing the real person behind the famous photos, make sure you watch our videos till the end. Hit like, share this one with someone who remembers Senta Berger's beauty and talent, and subscribe so you never miss the next deep story behind the images everyone talks about.